morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Carol Matebula here saying hi, 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 hi. Hi, beautiful people, vibrantly as you are. This is Carol Matebula coming all the way from London. Every week, presenting her thoughts and her feelings around health, well-being, especially Afro health and well-being, because that's I'm kind of a supporter of Afro health and well-being. So today the subject is about how does your environment affect your well-being? How many facts around our lives today keeps us stressed? We don't sleep well, we have these technologies imposed to us and we are so addicted to them, ever looking in this ever strong lighting in our eyes never have chance so much to really embrace the nature, just to look outside. Even when we're in nature, we are made to believe that nature has nothing so much no more to offer, because what it's said to us is that, how do you say it again, whatever technology, whatever a human being has designed, it's good for us, but the mere fact is that it's not often the case. All these things that we have created as human beings to make our life easier has actually backfired secretly, where there's lots of anxiety, there's lots of competition, there's lots of, there's so much, there's so much that goes out there that each and every one of us are trying so hard to do our best. So that's the first dilemma around the environment: stress, peer pressure, and then having to compete and trying to say, hey, here I am. And that puts our body under so much pressure, ever our blood flowing so hard. Our hearts don't rest no more. It's ever pumping, pumping, and never really landing to where we want to land. We are made to believe that we need to live to acquire success. And the more success we have acquired, the more intelligent, or the more you belong to certain cliques of groups. So you as you are, as a human being, your environment does not see you. You have to put on extra energy for you to say, yes, because if I've acquired that, I live in a big house, I live in, so this peer pressure, I'm a part of that peer pressure myself. So as all of us we are. So while you go through this peer pressure of rush hour, ever pushing, ever, our body suffers. Our body never have a chance just to be a body, just to exhale, just as a body, and to take a moment of silence, to take a moment of retreat, to retreat so that we can feel our body. Just say, stop for a second. So that's your environment. Environment has lots of factors that can really, really take your body out of balance. That's why it's important to always do checkup. As you drive your car, you drive whatever car that you drive, one way or the other. I think it's on a monthly basis. Whenever I'm not such a fan in driving, I'm not driving, and I don't think I'll ever will, because I find it very stressful. So I've got means on how to. I've got means on how to go around, as I'm very sensitive to stress, and I realize that driving, it has massive stress. There's so much war on the road that me, vulnerably as I am, yet sensitive as well, I say no. But then having to realize that there's so much stress around driving itself. Now, these machines that we drive, we know that we need to service them. Why are they designed like that? Because we know that these machines, they work they overwork to take us from point A to point B. And we as we know that these cars, they're kind of a necessity. We need cars because of cars. Without cars, we wouldn't be able to go into our journeys and experience our journeys to their full volume of destination as we would require if we didn't have cars. So your body is like a car. Your body takes you every day. You go through making your money, getting your money, and making sure that you rush to buy whatever you want. Everything around us, the body works for it. It has to always move from point A to point B to point C, and then of course while you're going through this, you encounter different kinds of things. You encounter people, you encounter laughter, which is laughter, of course, it's good for our souls, but you also encounter lots of stress on a daily. If you have to calculate, as I'm speaking to you right now, as the day has just begun, how much your body is going to go through within this 24 hours, especially today in the world that we're living in, we are so much bombarded with such change. Politics are changing. As I'm 47 today, looking at politics before and looking at politics today, there's so much discussions. Everyone is a part of politics, and everyone is a part of politics in intensiveness of it. And today, politics are, my God, so intensive. So your body, your environment affect you every second. How does your environment affect you? So this is just on the happenings, on things that are happening around you, such as I say, financials, relationships, the food that we eat, our families, our kids, our loved ones, ourselves, especially ourselves, how much our environment affects us. So when you hear people like me and saying that it's important for you to go for massage, remember why it is so vital for you to go for massage, because of your body goes through things that you're not even aware of. Yes, a lot of us, we live in a society where we take body for granted and we say, okay, body, you're okay. Even though you're tired, wake up, go work. Even though you're tired, you have to take me there. I've got a meeting, and you run. We're ever putting our body to the limits. And the sad story is that the body can only take that much. The body is designed to take as little stress as possible. That's why when you get to find out, when you find out and start really observing your environment in all angles of it, and say to yourself, what have I been going through over the last month? All the joy that I have went through, yes, it was a happening. All the stress I have went through, yes, it was a happening. All the tears I have went through, yes, it was a happening. All the failures that I have embarked upon, yes, it's happening. Now, what happens to the body? Where all these things that are happening get stored in our body? Of course, they come in. Remember, they are coming. They are foreigners, and they enter our body. They enter our sacred space. And you need to know that these are things that really, really affect us. These are the things that create a stress, and slowly going into anxiety, from anxiety leading into depression. So these things needs to be monitored. So our body reacts. Every situation that we go through, our body reacts. Such as, for example, if you find yourself that you are going through a sense of fear at this present moment, a sense of, how do I put this one? If you feel like you are not stable at this present moment in terms of home, if you feel that you are not stable in terms of probably you have lost your loved one, maybe you're about to lose your job, maybe all these things that are happening. The moment you are in a sense of losing, a body will react, and the body has a signal of this of all these behaviors. The body has a coating on how to deal with them. So we've got anger, we've got a loss, and then we've got how do you say it, a sense of guilt, feeling guilty, and then you've got sense of love, joy, and celebration. All these things has a certain structure of language that presents itself, so that if you can be able to live, because I find it very fascinating that the body will always do its best to improvise, to try to make you to be on the safer side of things as much as possible as it can. A body does whatever in its power to try to give you an easier life. You understand? By taking the burden and turning them into something so that the pressure does not affect you so much, so that you survive. So the body is always doing its best to keep you on the survival mode of things. Now, when the body has to do that, it also compromises itself. So it needs you as the owner, to turn back and look at it and say, wow, I've been experiencing all these things. I don't sleep so well. My diet is not so well. I'm surrounded with energies that don't support me. I'm surrounded with people who are making me less of myself. I'm surrounded, and you gotta say stop. Firstly, take a moment to look after yourself. Take a moment to go for either a massage, search for meditation, go for yoga, take a walk in wilderness, take a walk into the park, go kiss nature, get a breeze, and embrace yourself, and come back. And then once you come back, you have given your body a sense of re-beginning again, re-alignment. It has aligned itself. So everything around us, we are not just machines that are designed just to walk and walk and walk without us looking after ourselves. So it is very, very important to make sure that you do nature yourself, because your environment has a massive impact around you. So this is on the stress side. So when you're afraid that you're about to lose your job, there's a temperatures around fear. Those who are afraid, inside of our body send a signal of awareness. Hey, danger, danger, danger. And then the blood flow rushes through your body beneath, creating a massive heat. And when you feel that this situation does not change, suddenly that heat, eventually, slowly, it turns into cold. And the colder the element and the measurement of it increases, then it comes into sense of anxiety when your body starts shaking, because of your body feels as if it has no sense of control of the situation whatsoever. And once that happens, suddenly the cold overtakes, because fear is surrounded with cold. And once the cold starts creeping in, then there comes a moment where we start feeling hopelessness. We feel defeated. And then at that moment, stress, depression creeps in. Suddenly you are sad. You people don't really get to understand what's going on. You start isolating yourself. And then from isolation, this thing grows and grows, and then from that moment, of course, because of beneath that cold, there's a heat that is spreading around. That heat then starts affecting your life in a way that it starts creating a little bit of elements such as headaches, and then it moves from headaches to migraines, and suddenly you find yourself going to your GP, and your GP start recommending some pills. And then from that, so this just, instead of us just saying, hey, I need to go and service my body, once a month or twice every once every 2 months, to just check where my body is, just check how did my environment affect me. So we as massage therapists, we are there to make sure that your body does not escalate to any danger of you where you have no control of your health. So both body massage, exercises, and meditation, yoga, anything that is mindfulness, it helps you to stay away from the hospital side, because once you start going to the hospital, it's when things has escalated. So I say today, look at yourself and check, how does your environment affect your well-being today? How does your surrounding affect your body today? Now we move from the stress, the happening. As I said, we've got the environmental, which is changing. They keep on saying climate changes, and we see these changes. Last year, this time, we had so much snow that was really, really incredible. And this year, around this year, the weather was fantastic. The weather was heated, which is, we can see these changes. And what does these changes do into our bodies? So it is really important for people to take massive responsibility to realize that we need to really start looking at health and well-being as our number one priority, because there is changes in our lives. Of course, as you're looking at global warming, then we look at our political, as I mentioned earlier, they are completely chaos. There's a chaoticness going on around our politics. You've got Donald Trump, you've got your global warming. I'm not so much into politics so much, but I observe so that I can know what's going on in the world. And for me, effect is that around politics, around the world issues and the world, of course, stories, there is a massive pressure that human beings are going through today. Never know what's going to happen next year. Within the next minute, within the next hour, within the next year. We who are living in the United Kingdom at this moment are ever stressed about the outcome of Brexit. That again on its own, it's a stress. So, and then of course relationships, there's so much and then we move from all that into health, what we eat. Again, how does your environment affect you around your food? There's so much into food industry today. There's so much cultural that has just suddenly emerged. I remember when I was a little girl, life was easy. You knew what you ate from your family and you followed that diet, and that diet carried you, and then you were well. And suddenly there's this massive movement whereby myself, I find myself so confused, so really confused around food, because every day there's another new discovery. So we are surrounded with madness, ever trying to understand, ever confusing ourselves. Now, once again, that's our environment affecting us, ever changing the way we think, ever changing the way we look, ever changing the way we sound, it's ever changing. So what suffers, it's not what we say. What we say, it's easy. It seems easy. But the machinery, the industry that makes us to talk, which is our hidden organs, our hidden sensation, our hidden senses, struggles a lot. So that's why people like Carol Matebula comes out and say, hey guys, we've got massage courses. And these 2 days massage courses are for you to take a break away from everything, retreat, and come look after yourself. And these massage courses are not only designed for therapists, they are designed for all human beings, because all human beings struggle with our environmental changes, struggles with our environmental pressures and stress and whatever that we encounter today in this world. So it is important sometimes to gather in groups where we can look after each other, where we can learn. because and also I'm saying that these 2-day massage courses that I'm doing today at Friday, and also on the 29th and 30th in Holland, and then the 27th and 28th in Belgium. These courses are designed for everyone, especially the 2 days. The 2 days courses could be you are running a company and you have been running a company for so long without taking a break. You don't even know what it is to sleep for at least 6 hours, let alone 4 hours. You go to bed and you find yourself sleeping, but you're not sleeping. Even when you think you're sleeping, your mind is still working. You never switch off. You are always on. Come for these kinds of retreats. These retreats are fantastic because they make you focus on your breath, the essence of you. They make you remember you away from the happenings. The happenings. God, there's so much happenings at this present moment. And then so that you can observe your surroundings, so you can observe your environment, so that you can come back to yourself and breathe and acquire just respectful sleep for once after a long time. So mindfulness is very, very essential. It is essential to remind us that we are not here only to embrace the man-made world, I call it. We are not in this world only to embrace the madness of society, where everything is about accumulation of stuff. Yes, we can accumulate because that's kind of like our playground. When we are kids, the first thing that we are introduced to is toys, ever rushing for the next toy and then etc. But at some point, those toys need to be taken away so that the kids can be themselves. It's the same thing with life. It is important to work and run around and move from one country to another, put your story out there, share with the people what's going on, who you are. But it's also important to take a moment of really realizing that I'm not well. Even though I want to make money, even though I want to get successful, but I'm not well. I need help. And I know where I can get help. But it's just me to take responsibility. The problem with life, what I see is that, especially for me though, because I tend to see lots of people. This morning I have made a story about how my sisters, I'm not going to talk about other sisters. I'm going to talk about my Black sisters because I'm a Black woman and I'm surrounded, of course, by Black sisters. I find that I see lots of people coming into my space and having to be a healer myself, having to do whatever in my power as well to stay as calm and to stay as healthy as possible. People come to me for answers, and you see the dilemmas. You see the dilemmas so clear. And you say, of course, I can help you with that and that and that and that. And people know that they can get that out of your center. But we are also surrounded with the fact that we need to do things. We need to do. And because of people need to do, how often these people really realize that, hey, what about my health? My skin already says that I'm not looking after myself. But anyway, skin, stay away. Energy, stay away. I need that money. I need to pay that. I need to nurture my lifestyle. And my lifestyle needs me to look over my well-being. My lifestyle needs to not care about my body, but to get the money going. So this is what I see around me. So I'm saying it is very important to know that if we lose our body, can we be able to run? You run because of the body is well. You run because of the body needs to relax. You run because of the body can run for you. You don't run for the body runs for you. So it is important to make sure that you look after your body. So once again, today, as you have heard, it is about how does your environment affect you. Look at your environment. Look at what you eat. Look at your friends around you. Look at your loved one. Above all, look at yourself. Are you really where you think you are? Or are you pushing yourself to the limit? And if you push yourself to the limit, take a moment and breathe. And shut everything away. And just breathe and say, I honor me. I love me. I'll put my first self towards myself, and I'll share myself with others fully and equally. I would love myself and take a moment of breath and embracing my being and making sure that I'm well and kicking so I can be able to look after the ones who are next to me fully and in a balanced way. Secondly, I will eat well for my body to make sure that I'm well and kicking. And number three, I'll make sure that I pave myself towards getting the success that I need so I can be able to look after myself in a clear and balanced way as possible as I can. I'll never overwork myself towards success. Success is about me, and then what I get on the outside, that's secondary. But ever making sure that everything around me is whole and balanced. So this is Carol Matebula today saying, let us make sure that we balance ourselves. Let us make sure that we are aware of our surrounding. Our surrounding is ourselves. If we are not surrounded, if we are not, so sorry, my computer, it's a little bit small, you guys. My space is small. So if you're not well and you find yourself running, even though the body says, stop, please stop, because that body will collapse. Either today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, make sure that you are in a balanced way as much as you can. Take a moment of breath. Take a moment of feeling your skeleton and feeling how strong it is with you, or how wobbly the skeleton it is. Go on top of your head. Feel, how does your head feel? How much pressure do you have around your head? And just let go of that stress. Once again, keep focusing on the top skull of your head. Connect with your skull and just say, skull, relax. Gently moving down to your forehead, around your third eye. Listen to that space at this present moment. Breathe in gently and gently breathe out. As you gently relaxes that area, shut the sensation of dizziness around your third eye, around your forehead. Relax it. As it becomes thinner and lighter as a feather, you have a moment of breathing in gently breathe out. And gently move around your eye areas. Switch off the computer out of your eyes. Move away the bling bling of your mobile out of your eyes. Move away your iPad out of your eyes. Move away the chats out of your face. Move away the WhatsApp, the Facebook, the Instagram, everything, and look at yourself. Where am I in the midst of this happening? Gently breathing. As of course you're surrounded with the noise, ever noisy, but the noise of man-made. We don't even hear no more the sound of nature, especially we who are living in the city. It's important to take a moment of breath. As you push away these things away from your eyes, the mobiles, the iPads, the chats, seeing, ever checking around this cyber world that is created to distract us from ourselves. Slowly emerge into yourself and feel your sensation. As you breathe in, gently relaxing and connecting. And your eyes are celebrating you as you are connecting with them, seeing them sparkling, feeling their sensation, feeling their power emerging, and they're just looking at you, you without anything, just you. And relax those eyes, relax them, because today the eyes are working more than our feet. Oh, poor eyes. Let's embrace the eyes. Let's enhance our vision by eliminating the fake light that is introduced to them on every second of every minute. We are around the eyes and they are relaxing. As your eyes are relaxing, you feel your tongue getting heavier. And then you get even more water, kind of watery mouth as you're relaxing and letting go. And observing your environment, suddenly you feel the sensationness of the sound of nature. Yes, there's noisy of the world, but you're not a part of that world today. You're observing your natural environment and embracing it and breathing gently. As you move away from your eyes, you then surround your focus around your face, touching each and every inch of your face with your imagination. Soften your face. Move away politics, language out of your face. Move away the anger out of your face. Move away the confusion that you embark upon on the daily as you embark to your destination. Those who come to you to confuse you, those who come to you to embrace you, those who come to you to install wisdom within your embedded card. Just observe. It's important sometimes to take a moment of observation to see where we are at. I tend to do that a lot. Of course, having to move from one country to another, where I'm new in London, I find myself exposed sometimes with challenges of doing. But I tend to do my best to realize that, Carol, as you're trying to restore yourself, to restore your order of peace in a foreign land, you also need relaxation. So these things that I do now, I do them myself. So relax your face, relax your tongue, where you're going to find a cushion where your tongue will stay. I say our tongue is designed to communicate, yet our tongue has a target where it can go and rest. And when you take that tongue and you rest it in its designable pocket that it's designed so that the tongue can rest, you switch off what's going on in the mind, because of as you become quiet, the noises inside takes over. Now, when you teach your tongue to reside back in its natural pocket, where it can rest and just silentness emerges, restoration occurs, balance re-emerge, focus sharpens, activation becomes your essence, creativity wins. And after you've done all that on your tongue and feeling that watery within your mouth as your body embraces the moment of now, your God residing within you, it is important once again to know that without our bodies, we're nowhere to be found. Without our bodies, can we acquire those dreams that we want? Don't you think it will be really sad that you have finally achieved your goals of that you have been wishing to accomplish, and suddenly you fall down because you have had stroke and you die, and all that you have been working for goes on vain because you never listen to your body? So today, this is it. Be aware of your environment. Are you aware of your environment? How your environment affects your well-being? Your well-being can be affected because of lack of awareness of us. So after you have done all that, gently move to your neck and let go, as we tend to stand still, ever still robots trying to say, I can. Loosen up, loosen up, loosen up. As you loosen up your neck, you will feel a beautiful sensation moving at the back of your spine, gently touching each and every side of your spine until you reaches your tail, and just relax. And as you relax, feel where the pains are. And this is a moment as well of you finding out where your body is. Is it your body relaxed? Are you having stress? And if you're having stress, never go work with people when you're having stress, because when you're having stress and you go to other people, you then take that stress to them. And wherever you are, it's a chaotic instead of balance. Do your level best to ever making sure that you're well balanced and secured, and feeding your skeleton, embracing the moment of your power of your skeleton. Relax, 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 relax. Take your tongue into its pocket. Water your mouth with a sensation of relaxation. Relax, 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 relax. Now, this is done with your eyes closed. It's challenging. Once you can do this with your eyes closed, then you are at your best optimal health as possible as you can. Because you're not relying on happiness. You're relying on your hidden source of life. Thank you so much. This is Carol Matibula saying, let us relax and enjoy the moment of now. I always struggle with my left, by the way, you guys, because of the fibroids that I have ever had in my body has scarred my left. but I do my best every day to do this. And once again, this is Carol Matibula saying, health, this is it. And remember, you guys, if you want to be a part of this beautiful well-being life of Carol Matibula presenting African wellness out there in the world, join me. This Friday, I'm going to be giving a workshop, 2 days workshop, which is going to include breathing analysis, shadow self, and Vunkuwa massage for 2 days. So sign in. This massage course, it's not for it's for everyone. I'm so sorry. It's for everyone. It's not only for therapists. Now, the good thing about it is that you learn how to balance your own breath. You learn how to balance your own shadow self on a subconscious level. You learn how to massage. You are also massaged for 2 days. So it's like a retreat for 2 days just for yourself. And it's not so expensive at all. It's $250, which if you go for spa, you are just massaged for an hour and you pay a lot of money. This is $250, which is a $125 per day of 5 hours of body work, working on someone and someone works on you. So you can still register. Courses us, the space is still available. Contact us. We hope to see you there. If you feel like you have been working too hard, you don't sleep, you have headaches, you have aches in your body that you don't know where they come from, please come into Vunkuwa. You will never regret it. We are really, really amazing when it comes to understanding the body. I hope to see you on the 9th and the 10th of March for massage courses. Now, for you to find out the information, you can contact me on www.vunkuwa, which is VUNKUWA I repeat, Vunkuwa, which is www.V for Victor, U for uniform, N for Nancy, K for King, U for uniform, W for woman, A for apple, .co.uk. So hope to hear from you. Or you can also call me really on 020-32-949-558. So I repeat, our business line is 020-32-949-558. This is Carol Matebula saying, keep well. Mindfulness, it's the essence. Well-being, it's your breath. Health, it's your life. Without health, there's no life. I thank you so much. This is Carol Matebula. Bye for now.